even today, the cops believe they have the basic picture of what happened.
He's already given consent, so he's complied with all law enforcement aspect. It sounds like the person that came to his house was in the wrong. He is the apparent victim of a possible robbery. He shot someone that attempted to rob him.
But this investigation is about to take its most unexpected turn yet. Detectives soon realized that Lolita Hall was working for Uber on the morning that Bill was being targeted over the phone. And just as Bill had no idea who he was really talking to that day, Lolita, too, was unaware that the pickup and delivery order she accepted that morning was part of a sophisticated scam.
Oh, jeez.
At 10:52, she arrives at Bill's house.
Pick up by Allah on the right.
Lolita's dashcam shows her waiting in Bill's driveway.
Whoa,
Certain about the next step.
Back door? I don't know what door I'm supposed to go to.
Bill had been on the phone with the scammers for nearly 2 hours at that point. They claimed to be a lawyer.
Dude, it's just diabolical what they did. Like, you got this guy all worked up, like he thinks people are out literally outside of his home ready to shoot him or do, drones in the sky and all kinds of stuff. You got him paranoid to the max. Then you send over a random person over there to pick up money, or pick up a delivery or whatever. Jeez, dude, so messed up, dude.
On behalf of his girlfriend Becky's grandson, who had supposedly been arrested after a negligent car accident. At one point, they even put someone posing as Matt himself on the phone. The ruse was good enough to fool Bill for a while, but as Lolita was out in the driveway trying to decide what to do, he was beginning to realize that something wasn't right.
It doesn't look like anyone's here. None of them sitting in the phone.
Bill says that the plan was for him to deliver the $12,000 to a parking lot near the courthouse, where he would meet with a woman in a black Acura. But when he begins to catch on to the scam, the men on the phone drop the act and tell him that the woman has come to him. He looks out the window and sees a black Acura parked in the driveway.
He's gonna be like, hello, is anyone home? There is no bell to ring. Ma'am, there's no bell to ring. I'm not walking up.
Lolita, clearly uneasy about going to the door, remains in the driveway for nearly a half-hour total. In the meantime, Bill says the scammers were getting increasingly hostile. They gave him a stark warning. If they didn't get a call from their woman confirming that the money had been handed over, they would kill him, his family, and those closest to him.
Can you let them know I'm here? Is there any way you can let them know I'm here?
It's not clear if Lolita is talking to anyone or merely rehearsing, but finally, just as the scammers are threatening Bill's life over the phone, Lolita decides she's done waiting.
Okay.
Lolita heads in the direction of Bill's back door. According to Bill, she walked into his covered sunroom area through the door facing the driveway, proceeded to open the storm door leading into his house, and said, "I'm here for the package." Bill says that was when he drew his pistol and asked for her phone. Less than 2 minutes after Lolita was seen walking toward the house, she is seen again, and this time,
Jeez.
not alone.
Jeez, dude. That poor woman, dude.
Stop. Well, I'll call 911.
Right there, though.
No, you're not leaving. Right. No, you're not. You're not leaving in one hole. Stop. Give me that phone. Stop. Give me it. Stop. Give me it. Give me that phone. I'll shoot the other way. Come on, get out. Yes. Yes. I know what you're after. You're after the...
Oh my goodness. Okay, it's so hard to watch. It's so hard to watch that, dude. Like the fact that they set her up, dude, just like this, and then they got him all. They're playing him like this. This is messed up, dude. This is so messed up. Like next level messed up.
But even even as Bill calls for help along with her, he will later say he still saw Lolita, and more specifically the phone she was carrying, as a dangerous threat to his survival.
I'll kick you in the head. Please don't. Don't, sir. Please don't. Over. It's right up there. You can see it. You can see it. You can look, sir. Please. Just look. Oh, stop it. Right here. Stop. I'll shoot you. Give me that phone. All right, sir. Please, don't shoot me anymore. Please. You need an ambulance. Please. 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 Let's talk.
Lolita can be heard begging Bill not to shoot her again for the next minute, but Bill is fixated on one thing.
Please, somebody help me. Give me your damn phone.
No additional gunshots are heard, and soon Bill calls 911.
Here, there's been a shooting.
A shooting? Who was shot?
Some black woman come to the house here.
Roughly 2 weeks after the shooting, Bill's lawyer told Clark County detectives that he would not be submitting to a formal interview. The next day, he was arrested and charged with murder. At trial, the prosecutors argued that a reasonable person would not shoot a defenseless woman multiple times to protect themselves from words of a scammer. The jury agreed, and in January 2026, William Brock was convicted of murder, 2 counts of felony murder, kidnapping.
There's a lot of red flags there. Like, yeah, I agree. You don't just go out and start blasting people. She's unarmed. She obviously is, like, trying to leave. Like, like, I understand, like, all these, but you have to also understand, like, this guy is, like, he's old and his brain doesn't work right. You know what I mean? Like, they fed him so many lies that he's just, like, he's paranoid. He's a paranoid dude now because they got him all paranoid that people are close to him are going to die and start, being offed because of not following directions. So you got to think about that too. I don't know, man, this is a tough one. I think I just feel bad for all of them because, dude, they all got played, and the only one that should be paying is the scammers, dude. And they probably got away with it. I'm guessing they probably never figured it out, but let's find out.
And felonious assault. At sentencing, Lolita's son Mario called his mother his best friend. Prosecutors argued that a reasonable person would not shoot a defenseless woman multiple times to protect themselves from words of a scammer. The jury agreed, and in January 2026, William Brock was convicted of murder, 2 counts of felony murder, kidnapping, and felonious assault.
Yeah, he technically kidnapped her, I guess, because she wanted to leave, right?
She didn't get to grow old like William Brock, he said. Instead, she sits on my mantle in an urn. William Brock, 83, was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. An urn. William Brock, 83, was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison,
so messed up,
plus an
man.
additional and consecutive 6 years for firearm specifications. He is filed. In March 2025, the estate of Lolita Hall filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Bill and the unnamed scammers, none of whom have been identified or arrested to this day. The lawsuit is ongoing.
Ooh, man, yeah, that's messed up. Feel bad. Feel so bad for all those individuals. Tough one to watch. There were some parts in that video that were just a lot to handle, but body cam stuff is stuff that you follow. Go ahead and subscribe. All right, have a good one.